Fiddle with the thermostat controls all you want, but more and more hotels are freezing you out, centralizing control of the heating and cooling in the rooms. But if you find yourself sweating it, there are some ways to beat the system. Here with advice is WSJ Middle Seat columnist Scott McCartney. Hi, Scott. Thanks for being with us.
Sure, great to be with you, Tanya.
I'm so glad after reading your story that I'm not losing my mind, because I've been in so many hotel rooms in which I can't seem to change the temperature no matter what I do to the thermostat. Sounds like I'm in good company.
Yeah, you are in good company, and it's becoming more and more of a problem for a lot of travelers. These systems are networked together, so the hotel can set limits. You'll never get it as cool or as warm as you want. They're equipped with motion sensors, with door switches, with infrared detectors in the ceiling, all designed to sort of track whether you're in the room or not.
Yeah, as you say in your story, they know when you're sleeping and they know when you're awake. But I'm curious, what happens if you are a very peaceful sleeper, Scott?
Yeah, this is a real problem. People who are sound sleepers say the air conditioning shuts off in the middle of the night, and they wake up and they realize they have to flail their arms around just to get the air conditioning to come back on. It's a real real annoyance to people.
Not a recipe for a good night's sleep, for sure. Now, there are even some blogs devoted to teaching travelers how to bypass the thermostat controls. Is that right, Scott?
Yeah, so it turns out with many of these, there's sort of a secret code you can fiddle with. Tap this button and in a couple buttons in a certain sequence, and you can override the override, if you will. You can in some of these thermostats, they call it VIP mode. So the person in the room can actually take control back of the heating and air conditioning from the central system. And you can find these codes on just Googling the particular model of thermostat. People have posted them. They've gone through the manuals, found the codes, posted them. There are blogs about it, discussion boards. It becomes, some travelers carry the bypass codes in their contacts on their phone.
I love that. You know, I'm just curious how often travelers complain about these thermostat problems, Scott, because what I don't like is when I feel like I'm being deliberately tricked. For instance, you know, here's the thermostat, you can control it, but you really can't. If you tell me the straight story up front, I'm fine. But if you let me believe that I'm in control and I'm not, that's what really irks me.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people don't realize they're not in control. They think it just doesn't work. They fiddle with it. I asked Expedia and TripAdvisor about the frequency of complaints, and they both said thermostats actually come in very low. Hotels say the same thing. They get more complaints about noise and things like that. I think because people can adjust, you just keep pushing it up or you keep pushing it down. You know, they don't realize that they've been duped. They end up not complaining about it.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you so much for telling us some ways to get around that. That was helpful.
Sure.